Good morning from the beautiful village of Ulleri. Day 1 of our trek to Khopra and a beautiful day to begin our trek. Today we are hiking up from Ulleri to Khorepani. The itinerary for this trek starts from Nepal, from where you begin the hike up to the Ulleri village. But the road now reaches all the way up to Ulleri, so you can take a vehicle from Pokhara to Ulleri and start your hike the same day towards Khorepani. It is the month of October, which is a popular trekking season and also the month to celebrate the biggest festival in Nepal, Dasai, also known as Vijaya Dasami. We can see some kids all set to fly kites. Flying kites during Dasai is a historical tradition to send a reminder to the god not to provide any more rain. The trail is mostly gentle uphill hike through the forest, and we can see some small waterfalls and streams along the way. Along the way, you can find some small tea houses where you can take a break. The trail continues through a scenic area, revealing a beautiful waterfall. After the uphill hike through the beautiful scenic section, we have now reached Nange Thati, which is our stop for lunch. Thati in Nepali means rest house, and we will be taking a short break here. We are having tasty chicken tukpa for the lunch. With our tummy full, we make our way up towards the stone-paved roads to reach Khorepani. welcome to Khopra Brazil. Hotel Malit one. Yes. Yeah, it can Welcome to the beautiful village of Korepani. Today, we hiked for about 4 hours, traveling a distance of 8 kilometers from Ulleri. Korepani is a beautiful village with panoramic view of the Himalayan mountain ranges surrounding it. The trek to Korepani is one of the most popular classic trek in Nepal. We'll call it a day today and spend the rest of the day exploring the beautiful folk scenery around Korepani. Tomorrow, we plan to hike up the famous viewpoint of Poon Hill and then continue our trek towards Khopra Danda. This evening, we decided to try out some local momo. The tasty momos with a hot cup of tea complemented very well with the cold weather of Korepani. The next day, we woke up early and headed up to the famous viewpoint of Poon Hill to enjoy a beautiful sunrise view of the Annapurna mountain ranges. Poon Hill is an amazing viewpoint with a majestic view of the mountain ranges. The view is truly spectacular as the rising sun kisses the snow-capped mountains and casts a golden light on the Himalayas. We can see beautiful view of Mount Dhaulagiri, Nilgiri, Barashikha, Annapurna South, Hiunchuli and Machhapuchhre. The view is just amazing. After enjoying the beautiful views at Poon Hill, we headed down, had some breakfast and make our way towards Apachistbung, our destination for today. In the far background, we can see the ridge of Khopra Danda.
Namaste. Namaste.
On our way down from Korepani, we are delighted to be greeted by local kids from the surrounding village. A beautiful day for the trek. The road on our left leads to Tatopani, and we are taking right towards Khopra Danda. The trail from Korepani towards Apachistbung can get confusing at times, so do pay special attention to these signs. The trail takes us through cornfields and farmlands with a spectacular view of Mount Dhaulagiri. We can see the village of Swata down below, and in the background, the towering peaks of Mount Dhaulagiri and Tukuche. With a beautiful countryside landscape surrounding us, we continue downhill through the farmlands. The trail takes us through the forested area all the way to the valley floor. From here, we can see the cliffside of Khopra Ridge. The trail takes us down to a small river where we make a river crossing through the suspension bridge. After hiking for approximately 4 hours, we have now reached the village of Swata, where we will be taking a short break and have our lunch. After having our lunch, we make our way up towards Upper Chistibung. The trail can get confusing as we didn't find any signposts to guide our way. However, we asked around and a kind village woman pointed us to the right direction. We find very few trekkers along this route as we pass through beautiful forest. The route to Upper Chistibung from Swata is very relaxing and peaceful. On the way, we spotted a small hydropower project which provided 24/7 electricity to the Khopra region. After crossing the river down below, we come across this lovely cottage. We enjoyed some hot cup of tea and had a good time here. It is a lovely place. It is a gradual uphill hike from the cottage through the forest towards Upper Chistibung. Hiking up through the forest, we reach the green pastures of Chistibung. It is a beautiful location surrounded by thick forest, and in the distance we can see water falling from the cliffside. Today's hike to Upper Chistabung from Korepani dips down into the valley through the village of Swata before climbing back up again. With the beautiful mountain landscape and forest surrounding us, we hardly notice time go by. We have been hiking for almost 8 hours now. Finally, we have reached Upper Chistabung, hiking a total distance of approximately 14.5 kilometers all the way from Korepani. Upper Chistabung is at an elevation of 2,975 meters, and we will be staying overnight at Hotel Rockland. Good morning from Upper Chistabung. A beautiful day today with a clear blue sky and a warm sunshine. Day 3 of our trek, and today we are hiking up to Khopra Danda. After a third uphill hike from Upper Chistabung and above the tree line, we can see the cliffside of the Khopra Ridge. As we ascend, in the background, we can see Annapurna South alongside the ridgeline of Khopra Danda.
Yes.
With the gain in elevation, the views are becoming truly amazing, and the clouds rolling in and out creates a magical experience to this amazing view. A beautiful day for the hike. After hiking for about 2.5 hours and a total of 3.5 kilometers, we have now reached our destination, Khopra Danda, which is situated at an elevation of 3,660 meters. Atop the ridge, we find a single lodge where we will be staying for tonight. Social entrepreneur and rural internet pioneer Mahabir Poon founded this lodge, and you also get free Wi-Fi here. From Khopra Danda, we have a beautiful, splendid view of Barashikhar and Annapurna South. Beautiful. Today's hike was a short and a sweet one, mostly uphill hike with an elevation gain of about 700 meters from Upper Chistabung, with stunning mountain landscape surrounding us. This evening, we are relaxing with a beautiful atmosphere of Khopra Danda and enjoying breathtaking views of the mountains with the setting sun. In the evening, local yak herds can be seen grazing at the slopes of Khopra Danda. The view from Khopra Danda is breathtaking, especially during the sunset as the valley is filled with clouds and the mountains towering clear above, golden in color and glowing with the setting sun. A beautiful evening from Khopra Danda. Good morning from Khopra Danda. A beautiful day today with a clear blue sky and an amazing panoramic view of Mount Dhaulagiri, Tukuche Peak, Nilgiri, Barashikhar and Annapurna South. The weather is just perfect with a clear sunshine, and we have decided to extend our stay at Khopra Danda by doing a day hike towards the pristine and sacred mountain lake of Khayar. Day 4 of our trek, and an adventurous one towards the Khair Lake. Khair Lake is a sacred alpine lake situated at the foot of Annapurna South, nestled among those mountain ridges. It is a long hike today, and there are no tea houses in between. So we headed out early this morning with lunch packs and plenty of water. It is a steep uphill climb through the stone staircases, and the view surrounding us is simply breathtaking as we climb higher up towards Khair Lake, making for a scenic high mountain hike. Hiking up those well-paved stone staircases, we come across this grazing pasture, where we can see a single hut used by the local yak and sheep herders. And in the distance, we can see Annapurna South towering high behind those mountain cliffs. The trail takes us through this high mountain valley where we can see Khayar River, which originates from the Khair Lake. The remote high mountain landscape here is very surreal, and the views are from out of this world. It is an amazing experience hiking up this valley. Finally, after the endless staircases up the high mountains, we have now reached Khair Lake. Welcome to the beautiful alpine lake of Khair Lake, situated at an elevation of 4,660 meters. We can see a small temple of Khair Barani, sacred to the local community. Hindu pilgrims from down the valley walk up to the lake during the Janai Purnima festival. The lake is sacred to both Hindus and Buddhists alike. The trek to Khopra Danda and reaching Khair Lake has been a perfect week-long trek as we hike off the beaten path with great views. This trek combines the best of what Nepal has to offer: amazing mountain views, pristine forests, local villages and farmlands. Very few people know about this trek and is a great alternative to other popular treks in this region, taking you higher to another great viewpoint of the Annapurna mountain ranges. We had an amazing experience hiking all the way from Ulleri to reach the pristine Khair Lake, and we encourage every trekker to try it out. With that being said, we'd like to conclude this video. Thank you for watching and Namaste.